Hello my YouTube friends and welcome for this new video. So I've decided to make another kintsugi piece. It's been a long time since I've made one. So to start off, I'm going to use this panoramic canvas that I stretched myself. And so I've blocked my canvas with some acrylic paint. In this case, it is teal blue. I like to use teal blue underneath my paint. You can also use a bright orange or a raw sienna as you will, but in this case I'm using a teal blue. So I've made my lines just to have an idea of the composition of the piece, and I'm going to start by making my background colors with some acrylic paint. Here is some ivory, and I will try to have my blue background to show a little bit on some parts. That's why I'm not really applying my paint all over the parts of the kintsugi. I'm doing here the other part with some raw umber color, again still with acrylic paint. I'm going to tackle some oil paint just for the last coat, and yeah, it was an experience for me because I'm not that trained to work with oils, but I've made a few painting with oils and I need to admit that I really like it. So it is really easy to blend, you will see, and yeah, that's why I will use oil paint. Here I've added a little bit of blue just to add more dimension and more colors, and it will refer to the blue color that I'm going to add on the center of this piece. So here my first coat of paint is dry. I'm going to now add my oil paints especially in the center and also on the larger parts where I'm going to add highlights and shadows. If you want to learn more and watch this full video course, it will be on my Patreon page right now with all of the product mentioned and all of the techniques that you want to know. I have 80 plus videos available on my Patreon page, so if you want to have more information, I've put the link to my Patreon page down in the description. So back to our painting, I've here used some yellow ochre and cadmium orange hues. I like to have some pop of orange into my painting. It mixed so well with the blue. It is a complementary colors, and that's why it really working with those kind of colors. So here I'm going to finish with the yellow, and I'm going now to start by adding my highlights and shadows with my oils. And you can see here again how easy it is to blend oil color. Especially here we have an acrylic background, and yeah, you can really blend like this. I've used a little bit of gel medium in my oil paint, so it is drying quicker, because if you don't use those type of medium, you will end up with a painting that will dry in 3 weeks. So yeah, I don't have time for this. I've needed to get the varnish on and be ready to get sale. So here you can see I'm adding more lines and cracks into the painting. And with oils you will have a really nice sheen also. So here I'm using a little fan brush and I'm trying to make some geode agate lines like this. I'm also using here a makeup brush to blend the color a little bit. It works also with acrylic paint. If you want to use a makeup brush, this is really a useful tool. So my painting is almost done. I'm now going to add the last color. This is a bright dark red that I'm going to use, and I'm using here my palette knife and some brushes to blend the color. The tools you see here, it is a little silicone tool, and it will help if you want to sculpt into the oil. You can remove the oil paint that you put, and yeah, it is really useful. So here is a smaller artwork that I made at the same time of this painting, and I've already here applied my gold leaf glue, and I'm applying my leaves on top of my 3D lines. I try to be gentle, and I'm also going to use a brush to remove any gold flakes. A huge thank you to all of my patrons here who follow my art journey and follow my courses here on my Patreon page. So if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up or comment if you have any question. Here is the finished piece. I wish you all a great day and see you. Bye. Bye guys.